Welcome back, dear students, to the second class of Social Science for 9th Standard. If you remember, in the last class, we had studied the background of Christianity and Islam. We just studied the introduction for this lesson. We also studied about Christianity in particular. We studied about the origin of Christianity. Dear students, come let us study Christianity in detail. Let us begin with the life and teaching of Jesus Christ. So many details of Jesus Christ's early life is not available. The available sources suggest that he was born in a poor family for Joseph and Mary in a small village called Bethlehem near Jerusalem. So he did not get a proper education in his early life and also in later. But in spite of this, he acquired lot of religious knowledge by his extraordinary power, and he had an extraordinary intelligence and lots of religious knowledge too. So he also interpreted the holy book of Jews in a simple language so that to understand the common person. So at the age of 30, he came under the influence of John the Baptist, the great man, whom the world considered as a prophet. So he baptized Jesus Christ. He enlightened the people, those who are in distress, by his divine teaching and made them to realize that they are psychologically strong. So this made him to become very popular among the people, and that is why he was known as a Messiah, or in other words, as Savior for all the people whomever he came into contact. So day by day, his service to the poor and the kindness was shown to all, and he became very popular among all sections of the society. Slowly, people considered him as a godly person. But at the same time, there were other class people, the elite or the priestly class of Jews, did not like his popularity. So they complained against Jesus Christ to the governor of Roman Empire, Pontius Pilate. So he gave Jesus Christ a punishment after the trial. He was taken to the Golgotha on a Friday, and there he was crucified on the cross. But today, the Christians observe or they celebrate this day as a holy day, as Good Friday. So dear students, now let us see what are the teachings that Jesus had given to the world. So Jesus Christ preached about God in a simple terms, traveling across Palestine between the age of 30 to 33 years. So with these preachings, he laid the foundation for peace and compassion in human society. So he stressed about the peace and compassion that should be cultivated in every human person. The first one is, God is one and he is the most merciful person, and he is the creator of entire creation. So according to Jesus, God is only one person, and he is so merciful and he is so compassionate. He is a creator of this universe. The second one is everyone should develop a brotherhood feeling among others. So we should consider every person as a brothers and sisters in this world. We should eliminate the enmity from our lives. The third one is loving the people in distress is equal to worshipping God. So whenever we help people, those who are in need, the people those who are in difficulty, so that itself is equal to worshipping God. The fourth one is one should serve others without expecting anything from them. So we usually help the person one who helps us. We usually show compassion to the person one who shows compassion to us. But Jesus is telling just opposite. We should serve the person. We should love the person without expecting anything in return from that particular person. The fifth one is serving people is equal to worshipping of God. So when we serve others, when we help others, when we console others, that itself is equal to worshipping of God. The sixth one is if one repents for his mistakes, God will forgive him. So he speaks about the forgiveness. So when we realize our own mistakes, that itself enough that God forgives us. So it tells each one of us we should realize our mistakes. We should realize our wrongdoings. The seventh one is love your enemy. Do good to the people who try to harm you. But we don't do that. We always love our friends. We hate our enemies. We take revenge on our enemies. But Jesus is not telling that. But Jesus is telling just opposite to that. We should love our enemy. We should love the people, those who harm us. And we should do good to the people, those who try to do bad to us. So that is what Jesus is telling, which means we should consider other persons as our own friends or our own brothers and sisters. Only then we can do good to the other persons. These are the 7 teachings that Jesus had given to us. Then let us move on to the spread of Christianity. See how the Christianity has spread across the world. When you observe in the present day, we can see the Christianity is present every nook and corner of the world. How did that happen? So when Jesus was alive, Jesus Christ entrusted this responsibility of spreading his teachings, spreading his message to the 12 disciples. So these 12 disciples are the close followers of Jesus Christ. And these 12 disciples are known as apostles. Among these 12 members, most important is Saint Peter. Saint Peter is a person who is most important. He is the main pillar of Christianity. So he went to Rome and established a church, and from there he sent missionaries all over the world to spread the gospel. The gospel means the message of Jesus Christ. Today this church has become, the church which was established by Saint Peter at Rome became the most important religious centers for the Catholics of the world. In the beginning, the Roman Empire did not disturb the promotion of Christianity. As a result of what happened, the Christianity spread all over Roman Empire very fast without any difficulty. But after the first century, the Roman emperors started persecuting the missionaries. Persecuting means giving lots of troubles, giving obstacles for the preaching of the message of Jesus Christ. Though many obstacles were created by Romans in spreading the word of Jesus Christ, the preachers did not withdraw from it. They continued their work of conversion or teaching of preaching of the teaching of Jesus Christ, so on. So later in 4th century, Constantine accepted Christianity as the national religion in CE 313. Who is this Constantine? So Constantine is a person or the king who came after Pontius Pilate. So he accepted the Christianity as a national religion. So this gave support of the state and spread into Rome, Greece, Macedonia, and Asia Minor. Asia Minor means some parts of the Asian countries. So after that, these missionaries carried on the conversion and baptized the non-Christians. Today, we can see the Christians everywhere. And the holy book of Christianity is Bible. So Bible, when you say the Bible, it had two parts, the Old Testaments and the New Testaments. The Old Testament is the details about God and His people before the birth of Jesus Christ. And the New Testament is what had happened after Jesus Christ during the period of Jesus in 3 years. So what are the contribution of Jesus Christ or the Christianity? So Christianity has taught the noble principles of peace and brotherhood to the world. The second one is the educational centers established by churches and missionaries have played a significant role in the growth of education. So we should think that the educational centers at that time was very significant, because at that time the education was not promoted for all, but the churches which were established, the educational centers, it opened for all the sections of the people. The people had acquired, the people had a great interest in the education. The third one is Christianity has introduced the Gothic style in architecture. The Christianity also had contributed a lot for the architecture. Then the fourth one is missionaries have extended health services all over the world. So they also started hospitals to serve the people, those who are sick. The fourth one is women and the weaker sections have been largely benefited by the education. So this has brought qualitative changes in the society. It is known as empowerment. So those days women were not given education. Only the royal families were used to get the education. But that was the situation. The missionaries had entered to India and they empowered the women. The last section that we are going to see is the sects in Christianity. As Christianity grew, became very popular, the main aim of Christianity was vanished away because of these priestly classes and the landlords. The Christianity which was in the control of Roman Catholics till 16th century became two divisions. Christianity slowly went beyond the reach of common people and principles of Jesus Christ. Because the priests and the people, those who are leading the Christianity, became luxurious. They wanted to experience the worldly classes, the worldly pleasures. So as a result, what happened in Germany, a person called Martin Luther has started a Reformation movement in Christianity. There, the Christianity divided into two sectors. A new sect called a Protestant started. So with these two sects emerged in Christianity, they are known as the Catholics and Protestants. Whoever protested against Christianity became the Protestant, and whoever remained in the Catholic Church became the Catholics. So at that time, with the help of geographical discoveries, the various nations of the European countries established colonies in various parts of the world. So they slowly emerged as a strong political forces. So in order to ensure their continuation of authority, they also supported Christianity. So this development resulted in the growth of Christianity in India too, and various other countries also. So this was, the dear students, about Christianity. Today we see lots of good things that are emerging from the Christian institutions, educational, health centers, social services, etc. So these are some of the information about the Christianity. Dear students, let us continue this lesson in the next class. Thank you very much.